Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conodger here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. You ever feeling stressed? You ever feeling a little overwhelmed? And you just need to do something to make yourself feel better? There's really only one activity for you. Well, I do believe my relaxing sand collecting almost turned into tragedy, as this looks like a rather dangerous setup. Oh, well, you know what? Actually, it wasn't that bad. There it goes. There it goes. There was danger here. There was danger. Just maybe not as much danger as I thought. But anyway, I do have a large amount of sand on me now, and I am going to bring that home, but I got one other stop to make along the way. I currently have a Efficiency 5 Unbreaking 2 shovel. I have a Sharpness 3, Unbreaking 3, Looting 3 sword, an Efficiency 5 Silk Touch pick, and an Efficiency 5 Unbreaking axe that I actually have Sharpness 5 to throw on there as well. And that is all purchased from Fedrin. Oh, well, I need to go home and get gold, because Fedrin has a little store set up for books. And in there's been some really good stuff. On Monday, we started a new project. I'm making an actual base on the server. The boathouse, that was just kind of a visual build. It really wasn't anything too interesting. It was kind of just a, here's an idea based on the fact that there's a lot of water transportation happening. But now I'm ready to lay some framework, some groundwork, I don't know. What's the word for that? I'm gonna try and make an actual home on the server and have my items somewhat organized so that maybe Kurt stops stealing all my kelp. Which is unfortunate because, as you'll soon find out, the base is a little bit kelp based. Alright, so now we got the server back up and running. Broke up my recording a little bit, but that's alright. Things are working a little bit better now. I've been putting some stuff away and grabbed my last gold block so that I can go over to Fedrin's. I'm going to try and get a Fortune 2 book. I really want to get 2 Fortune 2 books so that I can work on getting a Fortune 3 pick. And it's just the lamest reason that I want a Fortune 3 pick. You would think, oh, that cone, he must be trying to get all the diamonds and riches and all the great stuff. No, I just want to get coal easier because I'm going to be doing a lot of kelp drying. I have started Hi, hello, look at you. Let's put this Looting 3 sword to work. Give me some of this wonderful chainmail armor. Or an egg. Yeah, this is going to be my new base. This will be where all of my stuff lives. And it is in a traditional building style for me, the mountain cut. So this is just a slice out of the mountain here, and it's pretty convenient in location. That happened totally on accident. And that this side of it is where Arcus's road comes through. So we're just like right here. Very nice. And then down here, I did another thing that I do frequently. I dug a big hole in the ground. Originally, on stream, I had dug this hole and filled this room with bamboo. I have since kind of changed my design a little bit. Still going to feature bamboo, but started working on some lighting designs, and last stream worked out this wall design. I think this is probably one of the best, like, color packages I've ever developed. Yeah, like I made the textures. No, but all of these blocks work just so well together. It is amazing, and it looks so good that it's making me rethink what I was doing in here. But I need a lot of kelp, and I need to dry a lot of kelp. I don't have an automatic kelp farm. I don't have any auto smelting farms like many people. I just want myself a fortune pick so I can get lots of coal and dry out lots of kelp. I'm a simple man. What can I say? I don't do a lot of automated stuff here in Minecraft. It's just not really the way that I play. Nothing against it. It's just not how I do. Here we are at Fedrin's base. They're having fun. They're having fun in chat. Let's see if we got one of these fortune books over here. Was it in this? Or was it in the regular one? I don't see fortune in there. Oh, there it is. Fortune 2. Okay, one of these, one of these. Nice. Very cool. Now I know down below here there is an amazing kelp farm. However, me and Fedrin's recording / streaming schedules, they don't overlap very well, unfortunately. So I don't have a lot of opportunity to do some trading there, but that's fine. I think I'll be able to gather enough kelp on my own. Kelp corner. Alright, so for the cost of a gold block and 4 levels, I can have myself an efficiency 4, fortune 2 pick that I will basically only ever use to get coal. I think that seems like a pretty fair deal to me. Well, I'm gonna go off and do some mining, probably just strip mining, honestly, to find coal. Because I need so much dried kelp. Alright, this has been, man, there's been so many little clips I've recorded so far. It's taken a while to get my stuff together today, but I have here a nice little glob of coal. But actually I've done pretty good so far at getting kelp blocks. Pretty happy with that. And I spent a lot of time down there. Michael moved to a different island, so this is now over here my mining area. Not Michael's mining area. Michael mines of the Mindcrack server. Anyway, I was getting coal, but I accidentally got a bunch of gold too, so I grabbed another Fortune 2 book. I think what I need to do is make another pick, put Fortune 2 on it, and combine those two to make a Fortune 3. I think that's the way that works. A lot of the stuff to do with enchanting is currently pretty broken in this Minecraft update, and that's really baffling to me. It's very strange how the developers of this game are so good at breaking existing features of this game pretty much every update. It's quite confusing how that keeps happening. Oh, all I have to do is put a book on there. Awesome. Okay, so efficiency 4, fortune 3. Well, that will help us get even more coal, and I can use it to break down diamonds and stuff too. Nice. Happy about that. But yeah, that's apparently the only realistic way, we'll say, to get yourself a fortune pick these days. Because the level 30 enchants, they're not working as intended. They made a change to try and fix a little bit of an exploit that used to be in the game, and instead they flipped way to the other side to make it kind of nearly impossible to get the enchants you need, which is annoying at best. Really, I'm trying to be nice about it, and annoying is the nicest I could say. Obviously, there's also quite a bit of issues with the state of the game, like especially in multiplayer. So much issue with the way that the server tick stuff works, and it's just, yeah, memory leaks all over the place. It's really bizarre. All right, let's see how much we get out of this. Fortune 3. I'm hoping for at least a stack out of all of this. That would make me happy. Come on, at least a stack. How we doing? Oh, I think we can get this one. Yeah, just over a stack, actually. Nice. Okay. This one needed just a few more. I'm excited to see how this turns out. This is one of those deals where, in my mind, like the first iteration of this was just a bamboo floor. I saw Fedrin making a farm, and she's doing like chunk farms basically. they're dug out into the ground, much like this. And I noticed that the bamboo room, when it all grows up, when it all goes to the ceiling, it looks kind of cool. And I was thinking, hey, you know what I could do? I could, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm structurally doing here. So it's inset 3x4. Inset 3x4. Got it. But yeah, I saw the way the bamboo stacked. I was thinking that I could put that all the way to, you know, its build limit, and you could walk on it. It would be a walk-on bamboo floor. Well, that doesn't work because the way the bamboo grows, it's random, and it can actually make spots that you can walk through it, even if it's occupying every single block. And because of that, you can also fall through blocks. I did not know that. This was news to me, so I changed it to a glass ceiling. It was at that point that I found out that the bamboo does not all grow to the same height. It has like a random 12 to 16 height. So I moved the floor up to make it so that the bamboo is 12 high, and capped it with glass so that you wouldn't fall through. Everything was going to be great. And then, of course, I started working on this design and fell in love with it, and no longer want to cover up all of it with bamboo. So we're changing again. I don't know exactly what the bamboo is going to be like, but I have a general idea. All right, we're getting somewhere. Wait, all right. Who am I? That's not a thing I should say. We're getting somewhere. I'm going to be... Why am I repeating words? Anyway, I'm going to try and be a little resourceful here. I got all this bamboo that I'm frankly not going to need. So I'm going to try and use that for sticks. I think that's a thing that happens. Yeah, okay. And then, let's see here. It's 2 posts and then stringers, which I think means... planks on the outside, sticks on the inside? It is! That should be more than enough. 42. Let's see if we can get the, ah, dang it, I didn't get any more kelp when I was down there. Well, let's see if we can at least get the fencing in anyway. So, what is it? It's all along the sides. It's all along the watchtower. And then, no. One here. All right. So, now that we're a little deeper into this, I don't know, how is the format working out? Where I'm really focusing on this kind of just being a Cone Builds in Minecraft series, and I wasn't too sure how that would be received. I don't know if that's... Oh, that's actually not enough. I don't know if that's the popular thing to do anymore, but it's just kind of... As much as I really enjoy the very open nature and how much we did the open commentary of the last season, and it was... I don't know, it was kind of vlog-like. As much as I like that, I really love building in Minecraft, and I kind of am enjoying just showcasing that side of me for now. And I can use other things for the sharing of personal tales, like the Code on the Road videos, or even on stream, stuff like that. I don't know. I think for now it's working out. It's making me happy, I guess. It's working for me, and that's good. It's a little bit more work, because there's a lot of editing that goes into these versus what was going on in those. Hopefully that's enough. Did I not have more? I thought I had 2 of these. Not really. Well, this should be enough at least. I gotta go do more caving and more kelpin. What was I saying? I have become distracted. Yeah, anyway, it's just... For me, it's been more editing work, but I really, honestly, truthfully, enjoy the editing, as crazy as that sounds to most people. Most of my peers have given up on the edited content format because they don't seem to enjoy that side of it. But for me, I really enjoy the editing. I like the polishing of the product. So, hey, if it's working, I'm gonna keep going with it for now until it stops working. That's pretty much the nature of everything that I do. Hey, it was enough. One left over even. Okay, so let's fill in around the edges and one there. Around the edges. One here. This one needed to fill around the edges. And then the lantern actually hooks up to the dangly bit of the fence. Now I should have enough of these because I took these out of the walls. Yep. Okay, I don't have all the sandstone in. I have not decided if I'm going to do sandstone in the corners yet. But I think I just decided that I'm going to do sandstone in the corners because that looks really good. The other option would have been to do... I was kind of thinking of doing like a stair design up through here to give this build a little bit more depth. But these walls are going to be mostly, or at least partially, obscured by bamboo, so I'm not going to go too crazy there. But what I do need to do is get a lot more kelp and a lot more sandstone, and I would really like to finish this room today. That would be... That would make me happy to have at least that much progress in a video. Alright everybody, it is a brand new day for me here on the Mindcrack server, but the same video for you. I did a lot of work last night. Oh, it's a Fedrin. That's funny, because I was just saying, I think in the last part of this recording, that I'm never on here when Fedrin's on here, but no, this is pretty different for me, because I'm on in the morning for me. Well, my kind of morning. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's about the earliest I can ever really get started here on recording. Still pretty early for that, but I ran out of steam last night. I was gathering materials, trying to get everything together to finish the walls down here, and yeah, like I said, I just ran out of steam. Couldn't push forward anymore, which is a bummer, but I can do it this morning. It's fine. And you know what? It just gave me some time to think about what I was doing here, and it has been a long time since I've had those kinds of going to sleep thoughts. It used to be so simple, and when going to sleep, you were just thinking about all of the silly things you were gonna do in your video games tomorrow. That has not really been the case so much for quite a while. So yeah, it was nice. I was literally just lost in thought on like, what could I do for my next build? Blah blah blah. It's really nice. It's certainly really cool that somehow Minecraft, even though the update that they've done here is in many ways flawed in the way that the game works, somehow they've really managed to recapture people's attention, and it feels like, yeah, it just feels right again. Or maybe just enough time has passed that the nostalgia levels reached a critical level, and we all missed it too much, so it's all just coming back, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I tell you what, it's been fun. But no, yeah, I definitely had some thoughts about what we're doing here, and I think I've come up with a solution. Oops, I don't need to do that. I think I've come up with a solution for the bamboo. So I said I didn't want the bamboo to be hiding these walls so much. I think what I'm gonna do is put bamboo everywhere, but grow it out in a gradient. So I'll have to count it out, and you all know counting. Boy, that's my strong suit. But yeah, we'll do like 12, 10, 8, 6, 2, and then probably a 1 there, or something of that order, so that it's a gradient out to the sides, but we'll still have the look of the growing bamboo, and what I'll do is cap it with string again so that it stops growing, but we still get leaves, because I really like it when it has the leaves on it. And if you just place bamboo, it doesn't end up having those leaves, which is kind of a bummer. But last night I spent quite a bit of time gathering what I think is all of the materials necessary. This was actually a silly way to be doing this. I should have started at the top. Oh well. It'll be fine. Oh, right. This is that hole in the wall. But no, yeah, I think I gathered all the materials. I hopped on a call with Babs and Rayski. They were streaming late into the night, but I was just kind of working on gathering materials, as I do. It's funny talking to them when I'm like doing that kind of stuff, because generally nobody else does that kind of stuff anymore. Most everybody's busy work is also streaming time for them. I guess the only other outlier would be Beef, but he's been kind of keeping his his projects on here minimalistic, we'll say. You know, they're not super crazy extravagant and having to do tons of work beforehand. I think as time goes on, as time progresses, I've actually I woke up this morning and got straight to work. I edited everything that I've recorded up until this point, and I was talking about how, wow, this is weird. This is like Cone reacts to Cone. I was talking about how, you know, I've been doing the different format here, being a little less, maybe a little bit less sherry and a little bit more gameplay focused. But I have a feeling that if that's not your thing, don't worry. I get the feeling that's going to swing back the other direction eventually. But for the time, I'm taking advantage of the enthusiasm towards Minecraft, and I'm really enjoying just doing these kind of buildy videos. That is that. How much higher? Oh, we still got quite a bit to go. That's weird that I was hitting... Where was I hitting grass? Am I... No, it was over there. Oh, right. Because that's where the corner is that Arcus's road is exposed. Well, that'll be interesting. I think I also will need to, like, scaffold myself up a layer to get to the top layer of blocks. Yep, there is daylight. Well, that's unfortunate. But also, holding me back. Oh, there's always something holding me back. It's usually me. I would have just kept going last night and gotten this done, but I seem to have done a dumb. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. I just know that many years ago, for those that don't know, most of you certainly do, but I spent many years working at a retail hardware store that shall not be named. Most of you know, but I don't like to say their name. Yeah, I did that for a long time, and early on, oops, wrong pick. Early on working there, I managed to pick myself up a pretty gnarly back injury. It wasn't even, I think the annoying part is, it wasn't even anything interesting. Like, it wasn't like some kind of cool story or anything. It was just I don't know, I was tasked with doing something that was maybe a little extravagant for one small, especially then, frail, like, that was the first real physical job I had ever had, and hadn't quite worked up the muscle just yet, and just made a bad lift, and did a nasty twist into my back, and seemed to have caused some pretty long-lasting damage there. That's a problem I'll have to solve in the future. Not the back part, the fact I've punched a hole in the wall over there. But yeah, every now and again, it seems like something creeps up related to that. I wish I had better answers as to what the deal is there, but I am so Dr. Shy anymore I hate to say I don't trust doctors, because that's really dumb. That's a really dumb way to be. It's more just the anxiety of even seeing doctors that tends to like make me go, no. And also the financial anxiety, because, well, I am, after all, an American citizen, and the financial ramifications of medical aid is overwhelming, to say the least. And I don't really think there's much for me out there. Just like with the voice thing, I got my answers there. There's not really answers for me. Well, there's answers, but there's not really help for me out there. Not anything that's reasonable. All this just to clear inventory? Is that what I was really doing? I guess so. So I think it's just one of those things that I just have to deal with through life. I wish I really knew what happened this time, but it just started to onset where I was just having those like lightning streaks of pain that go from lower back and usually like up into my arms. I don't know why, but I'm showing the no camera right now that I'm like flailing my arms around. But yeah, and sitting here at the desk, you know, arms forward and everything, I do have like a lot of carpal tunnel prevention stuff, and I do stretches, because obviously doing what I do now, that is a pretty real danger, I suppose you would say. Certainly something I could get myself into. But yeah, just sitting here, and I got myself that I finally adulted up and got a real chair to sit in. I got a what is it? A steel case leap? No, I don't remember which one it is, but it's the space chair, and it's treated me well. I think it was probably something I recently went and helped my dad with building a deck, and I was recently working on the 240 and doing some strenuous stuff there. Also, I've recently been sleeping on a futon. All of these things together probably not doing great things for the old back. So I'm trying to do better there, and hopefully I was also thinking of using the squared off sandstone on this layer, because I think it's now going to be the inset starting here. 3, 4. Whoops, one too many. One too many again. Alright, let's see if this is a reality. Okay, so this would be all kelp. Okay, so that's all kelp, and then there's a layer around that. Yes, is that correct? I believe that is correct. Yep. Alright, so I could do, yeah, I think we should do something different on this layer and the top layer. Just to make things a little bit more interesting there. So let's go see if we can make some of those square sandstone. I hope I have enough sand to do it. Oh, it's nighttime already. I probably chopped myself off in thought there, didn't I? Where was I? Probably talking about the back stuff. And, oh yeah, I've been sleeping on a futon. Ever since I merged, I used to have a little office. I built a little office in the place that I'm staying for all my computer stuff. And that office, unfortunately, didn't work out, so I had to move all of my office stuff into my bedroom, and my bedroom is not big enough for my office stuff and a bed, so I've been sleeping on a futon that's only in couch position, and that has probably not been ideal for... Oh wait, that's smooth. Do I have just sand? They're kind of hard to tell apart. Might all be up there. Yeah, I think it is. I really need more chests. That was the whole plan for this, was to get more chests. But yeah, it might just be poor sleeping conditions finally catching up to me. So I did recently go ahead and finagle enough stuff around to get a bed set back up. It is not in a great place, and it's not ideal, but hopefully it will help with that whole situation. Smooth, just sand. Okay, smooth. I know I have more just sand in here. Yeah, all right. And I think it's just this, and then stacked again. And I would be wrong. Is it two? Hold on. Maybe I should be using the stone cutter for this. Oh, that's chiseled. Well, let's see what chiseled looks like. That might be a cool look. Man, then what is the smooth then? Yeah, I need to go over to, I think the cutter, whatever it is, the stone cutter, to see what the deal is with the smooth, I think. I like having those, but I feel like it's too much. I feel like that might be too much. Also, that's the wrong layer, right? Yeah, that's the wrong layer. What if we did like an offset of those? So like every other, and had the regular in the middle? Oh, that's just sand. Well, that'll be close enough for now. Yeah, I think that might look cool. Just having those every other. I don't know if that pattern actually works or will work out, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, well, I've done a fantastic job of distracting from the point here, haven't I? That's okay. I think I pretty much covered it. Basically, the end of that story, that's not really even a story, is I done messed up at a young age, and I'm probably messing up again, only making that problem worse. So I'm gonna be trying to do better to get that feeling better, because I really don't even want to dealing with doctor visits and things like that right now. I mentally cannot handle it. I do not think I'm in the right state of mind to be dealing with that. So try and do my best here. Okay, let's do this. Luckily, it very oddly hasn't been affecting the racing stuff very much. When I'm at the sim racing station, likely because I do pretty short recordings there, it hasn't been bothering me too much. It's usually just sitting down at the computer that it's been really bothering me, and it also has been really bothering me at night when trying to sleep, which has been probably the most annoying part of it, because when you're laying down trying to fall asleep, and all of a sudden you just get like a lightning shot of pain. It's not too pleasant. All right, I've done it finally. Got all of the walls completed. What a project that ended up being. I took a time and joined Fedron on call while she's streaming from the Mindcrack server, and well, obviously you know that on the list. Anyway, to smarter things to say, all of the walls are in. I've just got to do the fencing and the lanterns. And as I was working, I remembered that there's another thing I wanted to rant about. Not really rant, but it's very much so on the subject of the doctor thing I was talking about earlier, which is very funny to be bringing this up now, since I started saying in this episode at one point, like, we're not doing as much, just personal talking in this series anymore. Well, here we go. A really big factor towards my, I don't know, just displeasure with doctor care anymore. And the reason that I'm not like, oh, things don't feel great, I should go get checked out. I don't tend to think that way. It's the, and this is something that I kind of go back and forth with. It's the customer support aspect of healthcare. Healthcare has turned into a retail thing. Like it's a thing that is a product being sold, rather than it being something of like, hey, I'm a doctor, I'm here to help fellow humans and make them well. It doesn't seem like that's so much the priority anymore. It's the, I'm a doctor, I'm here to sell healthcare type of thing. And I know there's so many doctors, so many people that become doctors that they don't think that way, but it's just the way that things are pressured to be. You know, it's the model that has been set up, and it's really unfortunate. And a good friend of ours here, HC Justin, recently talking about something to do with his, I don't want to go, I'm not going to go share all of his personal details, even though they're public details, but it's not my place to go talking about them. But he recently had a basically missed diagnosis where he was, you know, tested for something, and the test was done and was given a negative result that ended up actually being a positive. Like, in reality it was positive, but it took months to figure that out. It took somebody else coming along and rereading the report to figure out that it was wrong. And that stuff happens. Like, it's part of humanity. Humans make mistakes. And I'm not a person that's like, oh boy, there's a lawsuit right there. And I'm disappointed that that's, you know, so much our thought process. But at the same time, it just seems ever increasing that in the world of healthcare, actually helping people is so much not the priority. And people are just, you know, the doctors, the nurses, everybody's so overwhelmed and overworked and, you know, pushed that I don't think, am I out of fences? No, I have one right there. I just don't think there's enough compassion in it right now to make sure things are right and to make sure you're actually helping people. It's really disturbing to me, honestly. It's one of the things that just makes me very uncomfortable with the whole situation. And I don't know that I'm going to even see the solution to that, but I hope someday that shifts back around, where the act of providing healthcare or, you know, medical services is done for the sake of betterment of people's lives rather than for the sake of running a business. It's very frustrating to me. And then seeing, you know, somebody that, you know, I care about and everybody in this Mindcrack group here cares about so much have just an obnoxious oversight like that. I've had my own issues related to that that I'm not going to go too terribly much into. It's very frustrating, and it makes me feel so, I don't know, just kind of helpless. It's like, well, if I can't trust them, who can I trust? And again, that's such an ignorant stance from me. I don't want to sound like the people that are just like, oh, you can't trust those doctors, because that's just really silly and dumb. It's not a conspiracy thing. It's just an unfortunate circumstance thing. I hate to use the word policy, but it's kind of a policy thing. But we'll not go into certainly no political ramifications of that stuff. It's just when I say things like, I'm not just going to run to the doctor, or, you know, I'm not too keen on receiving a doctor's opinion on this right now, those are the factors as to why. In things that really matter, this room looks fantastic. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the bamboo. So my plan is to have it where the bamboo, how many times can I say bamboo, is tiered upwards. All right, so that is too dark. I was curious if I can get away with no torches down here. And I don't know the answer to this. If I have bamboo on every block, does that occupy the block and have mobs not spawn? Waiting for a response. This isn't Twitch, so I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I think we're probably just gonna have to find out. All right, I'm gonna put some torches down in here, so at least this isn't totally mob spawning. Let me go grab the bamboo, and we'll get started with doing the tiers of bamboo. Again, how many times can we say the word bamboo? Probably too many. All right, so this would be a 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. I could also do 0, but I think I kind of want the sprouts down here because they look totally different. So it's gonna look right, I think, if we have the sprouts down there. But what I need to do is actually place string all the way around the room at this height. That is going to be, yet again, another really intense project. Is this gonna all fall down at some point? Oh, yes it is. I really enjoy that. It's a good sound and it's a good action. Okay, so I'm gonna get started on placing that, and I think that might end up doing it for this episode. So I'm going to withhold the final product until the next time you see me here in the Mindcrack server. I do believe, because I am incredibly out of time. I am so out of time to get this video edited and rendered it out today, and I can't even climb scaffolding anymore. Hello! I was not really looking for business today, thank you. Oh, look at it from up here. I'm so happy with that. It looks so good. Right, let me grab string. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot again to mention that, speaking of Fedrin tipped me off. That sounds like an insult. No. Tipped me off to Vanilla Tweaks, which is a resource pack and data pack resource that lets you make some basic tweaks to the vanilla Minecraft textures. And one of the most important ones, I think, is the lowered shield. Because I saw people saying that they wish I didn't use a shield because it blocks too much of the screen, but this vanilla tweak moves the shield down, doesn't affect the hitbox, and should make for a happier audience, I hope. So thank you to Fedrin for the clue in there. We'll not say tip off because that still sounds quite aggressive. Wait, it looks like we're gonna need a lot of string. What was that? Almost a stack and a half. Although that number is gonna get smaller and smaller as we go. All right, now the question is, can we break the scaffolding without breaking the string? Looks like we can. And there will be just a whole bunch of this on the next Mindcrack Monday. Because we're gonna do this for every layer out from here. I think the end product's gonna be very cool. Very important to not swing anything and destroy the string. The string is very, very fragile. Alright, and then onto the bamboo. Good, it does plant. So it will plant all the way around. And we should never see that grow, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the case, because it doesn't have any room to grow. I don't think it even goes into stock form until too high. Very cool. Alright, so that'll be all around the edges there. You can see the example of how you can walk through them. But yeah, that'll be all around the edges, and then the next one's going to be the first sprouted ones with leaves, and it'll get taller and taller till it's all the way to the ceiling over here. I think that's going to be a cool look. Thank you all for watching, thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time here from the Mindcrack server.